You are now tuned in to the best cryptocurrency news source in the world ever created, as crowned by myself. My name is Vosk. On the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I've done hours and hours of really recent breaking cryptocurrency research, and it's all condensed into today's video. No fluff, just stuff. Let's dig into it. Binance has been hit by two further banking setbacks in Europe. Binance's custody license application has reportedly been denied by Germany's financial regulator BaFin, adding to the exchange's regulatory challenges. Their banking partner for euro deposits and withdrawals, PaySafe, is also ending support for the exchange in September. None of that's good news for Binance. Speaking of another major cryptocurrency exchange, probably the only cryptocurrency exchange that could truly trade blows with Binance to any degree, it's going to be Coinbase. And they filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit recently brought against them by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or infamously known as the SEC. This is actually absolutely huge, massive. I don't think some people understand the magnitude of what's going on. There's a lot of different reasons why this is so critical, but above all, Coinbase is claiming in the court of law in the United States of America that the digital assets in question are not securities. The securities and how we test are archaic, outdated. That framework was not built for cryptocurrencies. That should be on the docket. But yeah, this is huge. And I know the USA isn't the whole world. I'm American, right? So I'm real USA centric and all that. I love my country. I love my guns, whatever. I got Hornady Critical Duty right here on the desk. But on an incredibly serious note, this is massive, and this will set just the entire tone, precedent, example of the direction for cryptocurrency, blockchain technology in the USA moving forward. As a US citizen, couldn't be bigger for me. On that same topic, Cboe amends filing for ARK's Bitcoin ETF to include the BlackRock-like feature. The Cboe BZX, we just got half the alphabet out there now. Exchange on Wednesday amended a 19B-4 filing for the proposed ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF to include a feature similar to the one used for the spot Bitcoin fund planned by BlackRock. Bitcoin ETF talk is heating up big time, right? We got BlackRock, we got Fidelity. Fidelity, the $4.2 trillion asset manager, officially filed. It's exciting. We got ARK. We got everybody's trying to push through a Bitcoin ETF yet again. This is one of those thought pieces, right? Let's say an ETF goes through, okay? Will it take the spirit out of the honey badger? Financial advisors want a simple story to tell. What is Bitcoin? And if you're trying to pitch it to your investors, what do you say Bitcoin is? Okay, here's a couple of perspectives, right? Bitcoin is an alternative store of value like gold. Price to dollars driven by its appeal as bulwark against monetary debasement and fiat currencies. Or a payment vehicle for people who are, for whatever reason, locked out of the financial system. Or an activist tool, a mechanism for challenging power. Or best thought of as a more open-ended mindset, viewing it as an unstoppable record-keeping platform onto which users can inscribe a wide range of valuable content. Author here likes to think of it all as all of the above. Personally, I think of it as digital gold because it's evolved and it's too slow and it doesn't scale the right way to simply be, digital money. So it's digital gold that puts the power back into the people's hands. This is a borderless currency, but it's slower, so it's more like trading gold as opposed to trading digital dollars in this era, albeit it's literally digital. So a little ironic in a way. However, just to touch on this question, I can assure you that when it comes to an ETF, financial advisors advising grabbing some BTC for their clients, they're going to say it's an alternative store of value, or even more simply, they're just going to call it's the new gold. It's the new digital gold. It's like gold, but digital. It's finite. There's only 21 million, blah, blah, blah. It's gone up year over year. I think that's the route that they are going to take. Of course, inflation hedge as well. It's kind of baked in there with the money debasement. I just want to run with this headline. The lovely Gary Gensler failed the U.S. crypto industry, and so has Congress. Yes. period. We can move on. Remember, helium, it's down 97.5% from its all-time high. It is the 167th biggest cryptocurrency ranked by CoinMarketCap, trading at $1.37 a coin, but hey, up an impressive 14% today though. So I haven't talked too much about helium recently. I need to sit down and refresh my research and see if I can even locate any of my hotspots, because that's how much I care about helium mining these days. Because long story short is the project just, I don't know. I just feel like they did everything wrong. Everyone, including myself, just, I don't know. I feel like we feel burnt by helium. And I'm not even all fixated on the token price. I'm accustomed to that, but it's just irritating. But a wireless network in many different forms and fashion in this era is actually really interesting and really valuable, and 5G is a huge thing, bigger than many realize. A lot of people have had a lot of frustration and trouble migrating miners or not understanding it since the Helium blockchain to Solana migration event. You'll see a lot of talk about my miner stopped mining, right? On their Reddit, in Discord, our Discord, their Discord server, on VoskCoin Talk, our forum, right? Make a thread on here. Connect on the VoskCoin Discord server if you're having issues with your miners. There's ways to get most of these running again, and we still have an incredible active community that will help get you situated in there. And no, they're real people. They're not bots like ChatGPT, which the maker of ChatGPT, OpenAI, has been hit with a class action lawsuit over alleged data theft. That's actually pretty interesting, and I'm super curious to see how this lawsuit plays out, because the consumption of all of this data by a bot for profit, right? I mean, this is a very, very delicate subject. I'm just intrigued to see where it goes. Thanks to MetaBox for supporting the channel. But why did I say, yeah, I'd love to dig into your project and cover it on the channel in a segment, right? They're building a global Wi-Fi network, right? Enterprise-grade Wi-Fi roaming to the public worldwide, access to Web3 metaverse, upgraded security, savings on cellular services, and superior user experience overall. MetaBox joined the Wireless Broadband Alliance, WBA, in a mission to build a global Wi-Fi open roaming network. Very quickly, they're like, yo, mining opportunities. In my ears, they go, what? Did you say mining? Hell yeah, I love mining. Is it actually gonna work out this time? Because I got mixed feelings. Wi-Fi users themselves are rewarded for building the global Wi-Fi network. So if you follow this sector of crypto, this isn't the first time we've heard of a story like this. But as it stands, no others have accomplished this goal. So will they finally set out on this epic quest, and will they slay the building an open source, crowdsourced network dragon? Put on your armor and grab your swords, and hopefully you got a wizard friend. And you're not playing hardcore Diablo like me, because I've had like 7 characters die. The Diablo 4 is actually very difficult. I also, when I see higher level people, I square up with them, you know, and then I get the crap beat out of me. It's real humbling. It's starting to really piss me off. I haven't made it out of Act 1. Like, my gosh. This is their Wi-Fi miner. MetaBox miners are routers that generate endpoints. These endpoints will be stakeable for MetaBox tokens. After the token generation event in 2023, staking is the only way to generate MetaBox tokens. Miner hosts can track the rewards and redeem points from the MetaBox app. MetaBox miners are highly energy efficient. The more connections a MetaBox miner makes, the larger its yields. Like everything in this era, they have their own mobile app, which is going to double as a wallet, a miner manager, right? And they also have NFTs integrated with this. Every purchase of a MetaBox NFT supports the deployment of MetaBox routers, building out their network. Through this, they offer basically cloud mining. Each MetaBox Genesis NFT secures the rights to the points yields generated by a MetaBox router. NFT staking: the Genesis NFT can be staked for rewards, depositing the NFT into their staking pool and earning rewards. So they're clearly taking a hybrid approach of hardware mining and digital NFT mining, token staking. It's all very clear and laid out here. They have a not anonymous team. You can learn more about them and dig into them. Here is Jeffrey Manor, who is basically their lead. This is a post off their Reddit talking about their project a few months ago at a conference here. I absolutely implore you to go and check out their social media, join their groups like their Discord and Telegram and things like that. get connected, get engaged, and see if you find this project interesting or not. It's not financial advice or an endorsement. You do your own research and decide where you want to go from there. Other interesting things on that front, I was recently contacted by Manuel on Telegram about basically sponsoring a segment here on the channel. And so I asked him for a picture. Why? That's a little invasive, because when I searched the picture he used as his profile picture, I found this model. And I was just kind of like, why are you so mysterious, bro? What if I just faded away? The project that he brought us is called Cryptonomy. And I was looking at the logo. I'm like, why is that logo so familiar? And then I was like, hold up. Wait a sec. That's just Compound's logo. But they changed the colors a little bit. I mean, that's literally their logo. Compound Finance. And Compound's a big deal. They're not necessarily as often talked about, but wow, have they really raised the bar for what they do, which is lending coins, borrowing coins. They are a financial powerhouse. And they have their own comp token, $50 a coin, up 25% in the last 24 hours. Wow. So yeah, comp's a big deal. And then you have Cryptonomy Finance. But they say they have a UK financial license. They also use not only BitGo, but also Fireblocks as their digital asset custodian. So I'm literally in the business of doing crypto research full time. So naturally, I reached out to BitGo and Fireblocks. Well, BitGo replied, and BitGo said, and BitGo's official team member said that Cryptonomy is not a BitGo customer. They haven't put a 100% verification stamp on that yet, but it's time for this video to ship, and that's the latest info we have on that front. Fireblocks did not respond in time for press. As we continued our research, look at this picture, okay? Look at this picture, huh? Look at that, that's what he's wearing. It says BNB chain, which lines up with all of this and not that Photoshop, huh? And here's another picture from their site, contrasted with this one. I don't need to say anything. You can form your own opinion. On their website, they boast about having 5 stars on Trustpilot, but when you actually go to Trustpilot, they've got 4.5 stars with 26 reviews. This one's pretty negative though. Once you look through these, you actually see that all the reviews don't look just like fluff. When I ask questions just simply looking to verify the authenticity of a cryptocurrency project, and they basically say no, don't give me any data, and push back, well, then naturally I can't recommend it, because VoskCoin doesn't offer paid shills or anything like that. What happens are sponsors sponsor a third-party review. In a way, VoskCoin, which is more than just me, look into these projects, see what's going on, condense the information, and bring it here and always disclose it. There's no hidden ads, because we're the real deal. So after everything I saw in their behavior and the fact that they quickly gave me a demo account with over $11,000 in it, I can't say that I recommend it. I cannot certify that it's a scam. All I can simply say is that based off my research here, is that at this time, VoskCoin cannot recommend it. So, hey, on that note, let's move on to someone else who's getting a lot of heat for being a little scammy. Mario Nawfal, right? I got a couple things that come to mind, but I'm just gonna drop this thread down in the video description below. I've read a lot of negative things on Mario over the past several months. Absolutely like skyrocketed in popularity, in that whatever he does, the algorithm seems to love him. He went from running a global kitchen appliance brand to blockchain marketing and consulting. So I don't have any ill will for him. I haven't personally really interacted with him, but it's just, you know, when things just seem kind of fishy? That's kind of what I see here, but basically the heat's coming from his former CMO is bringing the heat because his former CMO says he owes him 60 grand. And TLDR buying Twitter followers, Twitter listeners on Twitter Space. This guy's making a part-time job out of talking about Mario. And also the infamous BitBoy. Something else I don't really trust are these IceRiver ASIC miners. These are highly profitable Caspa ASIC miners. They're not loaded on ASIC miner value yet, but They have a model similar to the KS3 that I think they literally call their KS3 or K3. And right now it would be projected to earn about $3,000 per day. But just a couple of these put on the network would literally cut that number in half. So it's not all butterflies, riches, and donuts, my dudes, my friends, mis amigos. So be very careful ordering these. I do have a KS0 on order. I'm trying to source their other models. Kelly in particular says, you know, oh, the miners only YouTubers own, because RPM has gotten some in, and really he was able to like get the first one. So we'll see where it goes. Just be careful with unproven miner manufacturers, right? I mean, we've seen this time and time again. Even if miners are kind of half decent, they may not be good long term. Like if you remember our review of the Forest miner, that thing just started not really working that well, and then the irregularity is it's just sitting there burning electricity when it goes down. The mining pools for ETC and ZIL dual mining don't have a lot of coverage there. It's just not a good time. So be very careful, and those things are very expensive. So this came across my feed, and we've talked about the ZK Sync airdrop before. Watch the video guide if you want to get involved. This is actually really just talking about this. What is this? This is zkFlow, created by some guy called Byfish, and this is so freaking cool. All right, so this is free, right? You literally just punch your wallet address in. It shows your interactions, how much volume you've done, you've spent in fees, you know, your balance, your activity, your unique days, unique weeks, unique months, right? What protocols you've interacted with, when, your volume there, protocols you have no activity with. That's kind of like, hey, nudge, why don't you try that one? It makes you understand, like, this isn't an endorsement by me or them or whatever. This is new. Some of these protocols could rug. TBD, right? Just be careful. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, the whole spiel. But for monitoring your activity, this is so freaking cool. And this can really just help remind you where you've been recently, get your stats up. Because as we saw with the Arbitrum airdrop, basically all these stats here, if they're higher, you had a higher likelihood to simply get more coins, making it more lucrative. And all you're spending is your time and, well, some in fees. But if you get several $1,000s in free crypto tokens, I don't think you'll be too mad about spending $100 in order to get there and gain that eligibility. On a sad note, EVGA abandons the GPU market. My favorite graphics card manufacturer, EVGA. I hope you come back. The door's always open. North Carolina House passes a bill directing state treasury to study the process of buying and holding Bitcoin. Yeah. You know what? I like that, Tim. Keep working hard, Tim. On that real positive note, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If for no other reason, then you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, home of the CRO of VoskCoin, of course, the Chief Research Officer, Tails Vosk, my favorite dog in the world, who I treat like my daughter. I love this pup. She really kickstarted the VoskCoin journey, TLDR. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know what you like the most about this video and what you want us to cover next. And any constructive criticism is helpful. So you do it nicely, I'll read that too. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow, because we're posting another one. Oh yeah.
Shine.